Good Nigerian people, I am in the mood for war this morning. And I want to let you know that if we declare war, if a Babalawo declare war, I can tell you, there is no amount of Holy Spirit that can stop it, because Babalawo will never declare war unless he has to declare it. There is no amount of Imam or Afad prayer that can stop it. I realize that some evil people are trying to use every avenue to destroy Tinubu, to make him look bad in front of us. When you fuck with Nigeria from now, you're fucking with the wrong person. You understand? Because Nigeria is an entity. It belongs to us. And we have to make sure that we deliver Nigeria from this predicament that we find ourselves. The circulation that has been going on around asking 20 questions. And we answer all the questions one by one, but I've divided into 3 parts. The first one up to the 7th one or 8th one has to do with his identity, his birth, his mother, his father, where he was born. If you were born in Nigeria, does it matter where you were born? If it is not because of your regionalistic tribalistic mentality that is so deranged, that makes you think that if you are a Igbo man, you cannot be a governor in Yoruba land. That is stupid. If you are a Igbo man, you are born anywhere in Nigeria, you have the right to contest. But tribalism is killing us. A child is a child either by birth, either by adoption, or by fostering. What matters now is that Nigeria is in a predicament. And we are begging you, for the love of Nigeria, vote for him. If you don't want to vote for him, that's your right. That is what we call democracy. But do not use any question that you have not asked the previous leaders to try to bring him down.
After removal of oil subsidy, the quantum of money that is being accrued to the states now, I don't think any civil servant, they are being owed any salary anymore. I don't think so. These are the accrual, these are the benefits from removing fuel subsidy.
Do you have facts to back that up?
The what?
You don't think any civil servants are being on salary? Do you have facts?
Well, from my state, I'm from Ondo State.
Is it only your state?
Yeah, I have to use an example, an empirical example.
So you want to speak for your states?
I'm using Ondo State as an example.
Okay.
So that I don't have enough time to be rolling out statistics for. I don't know how many times I'm supposed to be here for 9 o'clock, but I'm coming in now. But thank you for allowing me in. So, like I said, a lot of gradual it's a gradual implementation. And I said it as a person, when this government came in, I said it's going to take about 8 years. That's what I said. Before we can be seeing meaningful changes, because a lot of damage has been done to this country. And we all know that. If you want to be sincere with ourselves, we all know that.
Okay, so you are organizing secretary of one faction.
There is no faction.
Daily Forotimi also leads the IRD Banjo faction. Organizing, so there are 2 organizing secretaries. So let's clarify that. You know, me, I'm not. I'm a journalist. I will state all facts on the table. Daily Forotimi is also leads another faction of Afenifere. So there are 2 factions. So based on your faction, this is your idea. If I call Daily Forotimi, it might counter everything you have said. There are different factions. The truth is, I want to ask you is that when you look at all the arguments you put forward about fuel subsidy, what the president had promised is not what we are seeing. You know, it pretty much reminds me of what I ordered versus what I got. They said, when oil subsidy is removed, we'll have enough money to do many things. We'll borrow less, but we are borrowing more. Plus, the MTF is about to borrow about 45 trillion cumulatively. If that passes, we will have borrowed close over 90 trillion in this economy. The refineries he promised that will work, they have not worked. You also the scam going on in NNPC, Port Harcourt refinery, after spending over 2 trillion, that's been closed. Warri refinery, as of January, NNPC is still imported. So all the things they promised, no. Presidential initiative on CNG, pabocious, not as pervasive as this. What I mean by pabocious is my way of saying pabolujasi. You get. So When you look at all of this, a lot of people have said that, yeah, you say it needs 8 years. People are already starving now. Life is not what it used to be before. People can barely feed, and you're saying it needs 8. What are the things he has done wrong that you feel he can fix? Let's start from there.
Let's start from where you started from. And I don't want us to be amplified rebellious activities within our society.
No, but it's a fact.
Let me finish. I've been around for a while. Yes. I've been in this Afenifere for 35 years. I've been with all these leaders. I've started in 1951. I've been with the House of Lords, the English heritage. They know how they maintain their distance. We have differences inside. Some people one day will just break out and be polluting the air, and the journalists will be amplifying them. There is no faction in Afenifere. Afenifere started with Bafemi Awolowo. Afterwards, Ajasi took over. After Ajasi, Adesoya took over. After Adesoya took over, Fashionality took over. Adesoya started, Baba Ajasi appointed an acting person for him. After his death, the acting leader became the substantive leader, who was Senator Adesoya. And the same thing happened to Fashionality. Fashionality appointed an acting leader in the name of Padi Banjo. For God's sake, I was instrumental to this thing. The letter is there. Acting leader and deputy leader. Afterwards, because of politics, because of somebody they want to support, they put themselves, they place a coup against the leader. Yoruba land is not like that. We are not like that. We are not like that at all. So there's no faction. Faction until is dead. That is our tradition. The leader has to die before another person can become a leader. So we shouldn't be amplifying anybody that is saying, yes, they are this, they are faction. We don't have a faction in Afenifere. Awolowo will, spirit of Awolowo will be against all this thing. Ajasi will be against all this thing wherever they are. Whoever that is polluting Yoruba land. Yoruba land is part of world history, and we are building it. Some people are, because of politics, they come around and be polluting. I'm not a politician. I'm an ardent Yoruba man. I mix with people of the House of Lords, the way they protect the English heritage. That's what I am doing for my nation, Yoruba land in Nigeria.
All right, my people. I thought I was going to give you all the updates where they happen. You see this coalition, all the men what they see around now, we just come together for concerning 2027 election. The truth is, the only way we want to use regard Tinubu, because I know say all of them are rigging on one rig. Tinubu also don't re-strategize the way him to go take still rig. The only way we want to use regard Tinubu, man bring Igbo man. I know they talk because I say Igbo person, but you get this sentiment where they don't talk all these ways, all these years. Say Igbo person no go feel you. If you don't come out that doubt, if you don't come out that doubt from Nigerians, and if they do anything what they do, more than make sure say na Muslim and Christian tickets. That is the only one that go fit use regard Tinubu. But if they do all this kind of Tinubu don't put all the strategies on ground when they use the election, because he knows say no go fit win. Even for him family no go fit win. He know already. No say no go fit win. No go fit win. And make una dey ready to spend money. More than no dey carry integrity. Do this, do that. We want to do integrity. Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are hungry, and not all of una contribute to the hunger. Nobody will remove. All of una where they coalesce together now to remove Tinubu. Una contribute to the sufferings of Nigerians. Una contribute to the sufferings of Nigerians. This politics where when I use Nigerians they play, time shall come for this country when the youth go rise against some of una. The youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Yet nothing. 80 something, 90 something, all of us they gather on ourselves together again to come rule. Person where they rule us now, that man Tinubu if is not taken, it's more than 100 years. If case is not taken, person use football age they rule us. Now so Buhari use NEPA bill rule us. Buhari use NEPA bill rule us. Tinubu now don't come in use football age they rule us. I don't just understand. If I like Mona collaborate together, if I not give you man the ticket, you people shall go nowhere. Na me talk am. If you like, you hit here for what you no concern me.
Hello, my people. Welcome back. I know that many of you might have watched and listened to what each and everyone that spoke in the video said concerning Tinubu and his administration. Though it don't take where we dey talk say the problem where we dey get for here na be sentiment and tribalism. Because if you listen to the first man we be see talk for here, you will understand that this tribalism and many other things that we normally see never leave this country, because if you listen to how he was even threatening people of this country who are after Tinubu that time, you understand that the problem where we did for this country no go finish. In as much as that same man now is against is coming to be an enemy to Tinubu, does not mean he is not going to support Tinubu again. That in video that I drop for Una, I just drop it for Una to all of Una to see, to know that this tribalism and many other things we've been talking about is still going on, and it never leave this country. And the only thing wey fit make this country go far na be this. It is better we leave this tribalism aside to follow the good step than to like keep using this tribalism to draw ourselves back. Because if you listen to within many persons, those different people we talk for here said, many persons we talk, most of them like those that are from Igbo side, them say if this is not given to Igbo, they are not going to do this, they are not going to do that. And those that are Yorubas, especially the first man that spoke, it's a Yoruba person. He says that if this is not given to a young person and that's not given to his own person, they are not going to do it. That is to tell you that this country called Nigeria is in a big mess. And the only person who can take our country out of this mess is God. If not, I don't think this country will survive from all this evil and all these people who are after this country. Because even northern people, there was a video I saw this morning, even northern people, they were even campaigning for their own person, that if it is not their own person, there's no way the presidential be the next president will be given. That is to tell you that this country is now in Gbese. Make I put Gbese for una to understand. This country don't dig Gbese, because the next election will come. I don't think that thing is not gonna cause chaos. I think it is gonna cause many chaos, maybe saying no one will cure. Because there was one article video that I saw online that he was saying that they don't want anybody who is from south to rule them. If you watch the video, you know the video I'm talking about. That is to tell you that the leaders we have in this country are also the problem we have in this country. Because even the leaders are using sentiment to play their own game, the youth are using sentiment to play their own game, and many other people from many angles are using their own sentiment to play their own game. That is to tell you that this country will never be one and will never be united, as said by some people. Though the only thing they can help the people of this country that I want to honor. So it is better you guys give president to a better person who could rule this country well than to use sentiment that all of you guys are using to destroy many people tenure. Though we already know that Tinubu has already started his own administration for over 2 years now. Everyone needs to be patient, like for him to finish his own, so that they bring a new person who can solve the problem where APC don't put many people inside for this country. Though for you that is sharing us now, I don't know what you have to say concerning this. If you have anything to say concerning this, you should drop your own thoughts on that. And if today is your first time, kindly like, share, subscribe. Thank you.